Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
When the hate don't work, that's when they start telling lies. Canelo Alvarez will rob Dimitri Bivol. The haters' top excuse is exposed. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Canelo Alvarez is fighting the most dangerous opponent available in Dimitri Bivol. This guy's a world champion. He's undefeated. He's in his prime. He has a height advantage, a reach advantage, has an elite jab, and yet haters are making excuses to discredit Canelo Alvarez before the fight even takes place. It's time to expose these haters' top excuses. And let's dig right into it. And the first excuse is, if Canelo Alvarez beats Dimitri Bivol by a decision, they're going to say he was robbed. They're going to say Dimitri Bivol was robbed on the cards. Canelo Alvarez, the only way he won the decision is by robbery. That is their first excuse. That's what they're going to look to and call it a robbery. Be prepared. The next hater excuse, if Canelo Alvarez somehow knocks out Dimitri Bivol in this fight, their top excuse for this is Canelo Alvarez cheated. They're going to say he was on drugs. They were going to say he had loaded gloves. They were going to say he paid off Dimitri Bivol. They're going to say he cheated somehow, some way. The next hater excuse, if Canelo Alvarez dominates this fight from beginning to end, puts on an elite boxing display, they're going to say that Dimitri Bivol was nothing more than a cherry pick. He was garbage. He was trash. That's what they're going to say. Now, the next hater excuse is, if Canelo Alvarez loses the fight to Dimitri Bivol, they're going to say that Canelo Alvarez is exposed and he's a fraud, and this is why he's been ducking a guy like Demetrius Andre, who can't even punch. They're going to say this is why he's been ducking a guy like Jamal Charlo, who can't even box. At the end of the day, they're going to look for excuses and ways to hate on Canelo Alvarez and call him a fraud and exposed, regardless of him being elite, regardless of him being undisputed and more accomplished than anyone else. They do not care. They're doing anything to discredit this man. Let me tell you the honest truth. No matter how this fight ends, they will have an excuse to hate on Canelo Alvarez instead of appreciating an elite fighter in his prime, taking on challenge after challenge and constantly taking risk. Because haters are gonna hate. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.